going stir crazy?
I'm a huge gamer, not necessarily video games. Board games, card games, all day, every day. So me and my wife, we play pretty much any game you could think of. I have like 40 games in my closet. So.
All right, I've got some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
Do you make your bed every day?
Now I do, yes. I used to, because I was always under the impression like I'm just getting.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above them." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Short a rotation play, nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And now Washington's starting group. And for Vancouver, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Simmons. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scout report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead.
And Vancouver with the possession here after the basket by Washington. From downtown, that shot is off. And Washington the other way now. They're getting their first look of the season at Vancouver in this one. Simmons pulls it in. Here's Vancouver with the ball. Knocked away. And here we go. Washington fast break.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Marjanovic. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wade. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Another one falls for Washington.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. That shot, no good.
He's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
The good-looking shot from the wing.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's deflected. Guarded by Simmons. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside. But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the three in transition.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Pass to Wade, beyond the arc. Rebound, Washington. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Well, there's too many empty possessions. I mean, they struggle to keep any kind of momentum going.
The high post shot, and he hits the jump shot.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
It'll be Vancouver with their first timeout of the game here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Nunn. The pass to Marjanovic. Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Another one falls for Washington.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Vancouver trails by 8. Outside Hill. Here is Garbage Man. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. Nunn passes to Marjanovic. With the shot. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Oh, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
On deep. Shot clock reset for Washington. Five to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Vancouver working the ball around now. Drills it from outside. He's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. He's guarded by Hill. The shot off that time, so Vancouver will take it the other way.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night here. And Washington making a change here. Harris is checked in. And the free throw, no good. But they recover it. Here's Hill. No good with the layup. Washington leading now by 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Washington out in front, up 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare, rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shot.
And
no one gives a shit to Steph Curry.
Excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Vancouver, look at who they've got. Garbage man out there with Hill. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Garbage Man. That shot missing. And Washington the other way now. Left side, Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got his first points in this one.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, perhaps with the officials, are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Teams changing it up here. Well, we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Wade passes to Hill. Pass to Nunn. He dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 6. Wade for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Washington leading now by 3. Harris, right side. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. Harris has got 5 now.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
And here's Wade. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Hill.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Harris against Wade. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Devin Harris.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's none. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll tip it off, a road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Thursday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hill deciding where to go with it. Wade finds Hill. Passes to Nunn. 5 on the clock. And no good that time. Now Washington takes it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. No good on that one. Excellent D from Wade. Out to the wing. Shoots the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Nunn's got 5 now.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups and matchups or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Simmons checked in for garbage man. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Washington leading now by 3. Three-pointer. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. Hill finds Wade. That one doesn't drop. And it's Washington the other way. To the inside. Gets it to go from 8 feet. And now it's an 8-point Washington lead.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Nunn. With some arc. Count it. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. It's deflected. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. And out of bounds is Vancouver gains possession.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in assists, 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Washington with the rebound. Down low. Washington shooting their first free throws of this game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Marjanovic. There's the 3. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And he gets it to go.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside, Simmons. The 3 from Hill. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Washington in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing up.
Thanks, Kevin. Steph, what is working out there so far tonight?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Well, for Washington, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team. And that does it for our half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Vancouver trails by 9. So on the floor for Washington. Wade outside. A baseline J, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Simmons passes to Marjanovic. Right side, Kid Gilchrist. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 11-point game. Pass to Marjanovic. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this, the best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
And the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Fires from 18. Not going to go that time. And Washington the other way now. For the three. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Vancouver trails by 11. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Washington calls timeout. Washington going with a whole new group here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the layup's good off the glass. And Washington leads by 11. Here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. Over to the wing. He gets that one. Nunn's got 7.
He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Washington. Clock at 4. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
Nunn passes to garbage man. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Nails the baby hook. Kid Gilchrist has got his first points of the night.
Man, I like it. How hard Kid Gilchrist works for these close-range shots. It's just a testament to how much confidence he has in himself.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kid Gilchrist. That is his first foul of the game. You see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him. It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
He's guarded by Hill. Here's Jerebko. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Chris, Jonas Jerebko can give you valuable minutes off the bench.
Yeah, and throughout his career, Jerebko has always had a good sense of when to defer and when to look for a shot. Very easy to play with, and there was a reason this team sought him out.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Vancouver trails by 9. Here's Nunn. He's got 7. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. No good on that one.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Nunn passes to Marjanovic. Over Jerebko. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 6. 1:30 left to play here in the third. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Vancouver trails by 9. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
.114 left to play in the third. Nunn, that's good. He's got 9. Washington leading now by 7. Vancouver pulls it in. Marjanovic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Off target from three-point range.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Nunn. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Hill. It doesn't go for him.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Good work there as it goes. And now it's an 11-point Washington lead.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Washington leads by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got garbage man. Simmons is out there with Hill. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Garbage man, the pass to Simmons. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. And Vancouver with the possession here, trailing by 13. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Takes a 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Hill, no good. Washington leading now by 11. Guarded by Simmons. Clock is at 3. Fires from deep. Vancouver making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Simmons. The Grizzlies with another miss.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
To the wing on the left. Guarded by Marjanovic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Passes it to garbage man. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Vancouver trails by 15. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Wade. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Washington calls timeout. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blaze the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give him a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Out to the right wing, to the right side. Guarded by Marjanovic. Off target with his 3. Vancouver trails by 15. Wade outside. Lets it go from deep. A shot that time, not on target. And Washington the other way now. Floats one, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And again, Washington, no good. Vancouver has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Looking to get back on track here. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Excellent D from Wade.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Lets it go with the three. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Jacks up a three. Vancouver pulls it in.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Simmons dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shot's good. When the game is up for grabs, Kid Gilchrist remains even keeled, just draining the shot in the heat of the moment.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they go to the intentional foul. A basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
6 to shoot. From deep. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're trailing by 5. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, time is of the essence. Basket and the foul has got to be the game plan.
A chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And a miss there off the inbound. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're down by 7. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
And Vancouver with the possession here. And it's Caruch missing. And so Washington takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Congratulations to the Blue Crabs for getting the win. Boban leads the Grizzlies with 12 points, 12 rebounds, getting another double-double, 6 for 7. The Blue Crabs, led by Victor Jalapeno, he had 5 points, 3 assists, went 8 for 12. Oh, he had 16 points, sorry. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 for 12. And here's some stats. Probably won't have another game tonight, but we all have one tomorrow. I'm not sure what that one will be. We'll have to wait and see. So, yep, see you guys.